Hello, this is Kim, or Adverse Camber 42. I hope you had a wonderful Christmas, and I hope you're shortly to have a wonderful New Year as well. Where we left off last Saturday, we just have one boss left to go in Lies of P, who is the Nameless Puppet, because we're going for that ending. Oh, hello, Info. How are you doing? Did you have a nice Christmas? Oh, good. I'm glad you had a good Christmas. Yep, so did I. Kind of sad it's over, to be honest, but at least I've got some new games to be playing. Hope you did too, if that's your thing, which I presume it is because you're here. But yeah, I've been playing Final Fantasy XIX over this week. So far so good. It's had mixed reviews, but I'm actually enjoying it. So we're just trying to find that, I think, is where we need to be. Yeah, that looks right. So anyway, what my plan is, I did do some background reading since, admittedly, I had a cracking headache last time, and I do apologise, that's why I cut the stream short, because I couldn't really read what was on the screen. But I've been doing some reading about how best to tackle the Nameless Puppet, as a lot of people consider him to be the hardest boss in the game. It sounds like online, like some people haven't even managed to best him, which is always worrisome. But you know, I've done Ishin the Sword Saint and Cos, so I don't want to give up on this guy. But people recommended kind of respecking and going to this fight as a tank. And one of the recommendations for doing so was to use the Legion arm that I don't have, which is called Aegis. But apparently, there are only just enough Legion plugs in the game to get every arm, so I've missed one. So I did do a bit of background reading, kind of looked at where they all were, and I think the one that I missed is actually up here. Yeah, I did start that elevator, I thought I did. Which I must admit, it's not entirely clear. The thing I was reading was a bit confusing, but I think there was a place I could have jumped off, like down here. That might even be it. Where there are enemies, and I can't. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I knew this would happen because I've been playing Final Fantasy. I'm on Final Fantasy's controls, so gotta remember that's attack. But I think this is my last Legion plug. Yes, it is. So at least that was quick and easy. If that wasn't it, we were gonna have to have some happy fun times of trying desperately to find where the last Legion plug was. So yeah, good job. I must admit, because there's only 4 of them, some of the things I did read on the walkthrough I could kind of remember. Not sure how we get back to the next point to get back. Oh, there is an item I can use to teleport, isn't there? I remember Daly telling me about it last time. That's it, I think. So let's go back to the hotel. So yeah, apparently the trick is to get the Aegis, max it out because the Aegis gives me an easier way of blocking, and then respec to have more guard regeneration and healing and things like that. And then essentially just tank the last boss. So I'm hoping this will go a lot better that way. Apologies, the stream is either going to be really long or really short, depending on how this goes. But we will just have a bit of practicing. Because I think I'm going to use the electric weapon as well to do this. Oh, that's the wrong option. And I do need to go and have a bit of practice just to get Final Fantasy's control system out of my head. Oh, trophy for getting all the Legion arms, there we go. Let's go see what we need to... I'm hoping one of these guys have some of the cogs I need to level it up.
Welcome to...
But let's go see. I can't remember what they're actually called. Is that one? A Legion Caliber, yeah, that's what I'm after. So at least he's got one.
at the house.
Oh, I was kind of hoping you did too. I think there's a way to reset Legion arms as well. Might just go and look into that. I have a feeling that's one of the options that this machine over here has. Machine, tree, same difference. There we are, reset the Legion arm. Oh, there we are, we can reset one of them, which will presumably give me my calibers back. Yeah, that'll do it. It's okay, we're not gonna need flame for this, I presume. So if we reset that one and put those points into Aegis. But then basically I'm going to stand right by the tree, then re-equip myself with my heaviest, most defensive gear, just so I know how heavy I am, and then respec everything to make me a bit tankier. I don't generally play tanks in games like this, so it's going to be a bit of a learning curve, I think. So we want Aegis. And we need to upgrade it all the way, because I think it's that last one. There it is, guards attack. So we've got the good one anyway. The idea is, you know, you can still attack with your shield up, from what I understood from what my good friends on Reddit were saying. Yeah, I get all my information from Reddit, not sure if that's the best way. Oh, we're ridiculously heavy even with that arm on. Look how slow I'm going. But anyway, let's change. I want that one, I think. So I am thinking... Yeah, look at me. Barely moving. I'm thinking for the sake of argument. So that's how we put Aegis up. So we want to see we can attack now with the shield up. Right, that's satisfying. Okay, so I'm going to be a lot slower than I am with my rapier, but at least we should be better defended. And with the lightning weapon, I'm kind of hoping I can use maybe my crit buff just to get a bit more damage in, but essentially attack him from behind the shield and just keep my weapon charged so we're doing him electric damage at the same time, because he seemed pretty weak against that from what I could see. So we want to reset level, I guess. Yep. I made that huge mistake again, so we're going to have to walk downstairs. But I'm also going to reset the P organ and get all my quartz back. So this one I can do from here. So from what I read, it's anything that heals and anything that gives me guard regen is what we need to prioritise. So for this first one, we are... Just give me the one I want. I want the pulse cell. So we'll start with increased pulse cells. So where's the defensive one? So we want guard regen. That one for the Legion magazine I might be handy, because I imagine we're going to have to charge them. I'm also going to go for perfect dodge, I think, for this level for my other one. It's Fable slots, stagger or window, don't really care. We'll have link dodge back, because that one's kind of handy. We'll increase stagger duration, because that's kind of handy. Sorry about this. You'll have to watch as usual. Guard regain. Yep. Just reading them all. I'm going to go with special grindstone effect duration. Let's see what else we got. Amulet slots. Gain guard regen on pulse cell use. Actually, that's pretty good. What's the top one? Increase pulse cells. Unfortunately, that's better. Oh, I want pulse cell recovery this time. Other options are that one actually might be kind of handy unless there's a better alternative. No, I think that wins. Okay, enhance pulse cell recovery, add belt slots, increase cube losers, shorten fruit bearing time. Top one. Attacking. Increase pulse cells by 3, that's a no-brainer. That one. We'll look at one of the attack ones now. The odds of me getting in a perfect guard is basically zilch, so... but it might still be an option, yeah. Alright, put one to something better. I think belt slots might be the next best. Yep, phase 4. We got amulet slots, special grindstone uses. Actually, the special grindstone's pretty handy. Perfect guard causes stiffness, fable slots. Yeah, none of them great. Let's start with the amulet. At least none of them great for what I'm hoping to achieve with this. Oh, increase pulse cells. I do intend to take some throwing items with me to this battle, because I've heard shot puts, which I haven't been using in the game, are actually good for staggering things, so that's plan B. quite fond of that one. Oh, I should have gone for that one. Never mind. I'll get that on the next round. This is something better. There we go, last 3 quartzes. Shame we don't quite have enough quartzes to go all the way, but let's see what we got. Can only go with as good as we've got. I wonder if we can cheat the system a bit and have more this way. Yeah, looks like I can. So I think more important is having that extra guard regen. Oh, flip. Yeah, I made that huge mistake again. Okay, let's take the arm off. At least take my weapon off and see if I can run. At least I can move marginally faster that way. So I get to the chair. And then we'll put all my heavy armor on downstairs before we level. I just backed out too far before using that last quartz. How foolish. You may recall this is what I did last time I respec'd as well and had to warp it. Right, there was one more guard regen one I wanted. Also Charged Legion might be handy as well. Yeah, I think I want the perfect guard regain recovery one. And that's all my quartzes. So down we go, and then once I've re-equipped everything, I think we just need a bit of just going out into the field and practicing with Aegis, just so I can get a feel of how it works before we blunder into the boss fight. No, none of that. Okay, so first things first, re-equip everything. So we want the electric coil weapon. We've got Aegis equipped. We need to decide on the amulets I'm using. So we've got the Puppet Destroyer. Probably keep the Arm of God, because... yeah, unless there's a guard regaining kind of puppet. Some reason won't let me equip that other one. Okay, let's see what we got. That might be because I'm just too... That, I think, is best physical damage reduction. That was a little better, actually. Okay, you're being temperamental. It must be a weight limit thing. Okay, let's put some points in capacity and start messing around again. It's like you can get to a point where you're just so heavy you can't do anything else, which is kind of interesting. So I'm going to just start by maybe putting 20 into capacity, just to give me a little to work with. Still slightly heavy. I don't think I want to be slightly heavy for this fight, but at least it'll give me something to work with. So I want to pulse cells. Yeah, I might even forgo my pulse cell. Maybe an iron wall. It did say we needed to be tanky. Look at the wrong thing. That's physical damage reduction. Again for these. That's about my best. And that one. Okay, that's about as tanky as I'm going to get. Let's just see how much capacity it'll need to... still be able to move. Right, that's the absolute bare minimum. Let's check my other things. I think we need quite a lot of points in HP as well for this. I didn't see what my weapon scaled of actually. Yeah, just cancel my level up for now. Nativity, Advance looks like its best skill. Not what I was expecting, I must admit. Maybe we should... I've completely lost my bearings. There we go. Go and crank up its best skill.
You're here.
Oh, let's look at my handle. Advance would increase its electric billets. I wonder if there's a balance to be had here. Try that first. Then can I put up its nativity a bit? This would be scaled its nativity. But anyway, there we go. So, level up. So assuming I don't want to be slightly heavy for this, I'm going to go with that, that. Share the rest between nativity and advance. So I can still dodge, I can still use Aegis, we've got a bit more health. I just gotta watch because I have a lot less stamina than I did before. Maybe I should put some more points into stamina and thought about that. So see what my level looks. What's my... Yeah, my figure's not great anymore. How much stamina does it actually take to swing that weapon? I may have made a small cock up. It's okay, we can go upstairs and respec. I'm sure we've still got enough. Maybe I should put slightly less into health. I know we're going for tanky, but we do have more defense as well. A little less into health and balance a bit more into stamina, I think. Yeah, it's still good. It's quite generous with respecking in this game, to be fair. Maybe I could get away with being slightly heavy. I really don't know. I'm not going to be dodging as much this time. Yeah, possible. Anyway, let's make sure we have got a few points in vigor. Decent amount in health. So we can get 20 across the board and see how it goes. Not quite. Okay, we've always got the option to come back and respec. Let's try that just so we've got a bit more stamina. It's quite a balanced build. I'm not sure we want to fight this boss while slightly heavy, but first we are going to head out onto Rosa Isabel Street and just give this a little try. So I want to try fighting against some easier weapons before I hurl myself into the abyss. I hope I'm heading the right way. Yes, I think I am. Just I know there's a couple of little candlestick wielding butlers or something out here that at least won't cut through me too fast if I mess this up. So yeah, apologies if this wasn't the start you were expecting. But we gotta be prepared. He's certainly not a boss to be taken lightly, that Nameless Puppet. Regardless of, I know when you get into these Souls games, people will either tell you something's impossible or it's so easy that they can't understand why you're so bad at it. But yeah, I've seen easy Souls bosses and I've seen hard ones, and he's definitely a hard one. I think we've got a Sister Friedish foe. That's not what I'm going for. That's what we want to try. Right. Okay, that was me attacking over the top of the Aegis. As you saw, we didn't take any damage, so... Of course, against the soft boss we're going to be... Plus it looks like Aegis kind of explodes and damages them as well. Which is kind of interesting. But it does eat through his Legion there, so we're going to have to remember, if we do it this way, to keep popping Legion pills. Oh, let's see you. Hello. Okay, we're just going to go and have a little look here, and we'll determine on the basis of how this feels if we need to respec again. Because I am bearing in mind, I'm a lot slower than I was, but then again, I will be because I'm tanking. We just need to determine if we need to spec in that extra dodge. So we were under the abyss. And I just need to mess with my grindstone a bit too, because we don't... It's a hard choice to go with perfect guard or with crit. Crit might encourage me to be a bit greedy. We shall see. But I also need to put the Legion magazines that at least I've been diligently saving throughout the game, because I haven't used the Legion arm up until this point. So let's put... I think on there. That is Legion magazine. Oh, we can only carry 3 of them. Maybe I should have gone for more consumables too. Some Molotov. I think we're going to need shot. I maybe should have gone for holding the extra consumables. We'll bear that in mind. I didn't consider that. I need to change the grindstone. We'll just have a quick look at him. I might not have chosen wisely here, but that's okay. I maybe should have checked him out before we did. It's a bit of experimentation. I'll go with the perfect guard one. No, that might not count. Let's try not stagger. It's the crit one. That's the crit one, I think. I'll just change the order on my cast bar. To be fair, to give me less to scroll, I don't really need Jiminy's lantern equipped at this time. Someone just told me you could stagger him quite easily with the shots, so push come shove, we'll give that a go. Okay.
You can become a real human. Come to me, my son.
I'm stuck on a wall already.
I never bound you to the Grand Covenant like the other puppets because of Carlo's memories within you.
Okay, it's going a little better than last time, isn't it?
You troublesome little puppet.
Oh, I'm out of Aegis, alright.
No father wants to resort to the lash.
Okay, that's done entirely.
If you can't find those mutants, I'll make you a human myself.
I more feel that we should save Aegis for the second stage if we can.
My life is full of nothing.
I'll let you know we're taking far less damage than we were before. I definitely need to be as light as possible for that fight, and I think I need more stamina. I think it's going to be an endurance battle, rather than worrying about weapon damage so much. That's okay. That's what we needed to ascertain, if we got the balance right. You certainly can't just tank him over the top of the shield like people were suggesting. I imagine you can in a particular circumstance, but not with my level of Legion. I definitely want to have this heavy gear, but I want to be able to move faster as well. So I think we need to balance out the HP and advanced situation a bit more. Because if I feel slow in that phase, I'm going to feel horribly slow in the next one. Okay, let's try again. First of all, capacity. Oops, I wasn't paying attention. Ha ha ha. Right, so to wear my heaviest gear, I have to be at that. I'm thinking of maybe sticking the weapon on a longer pole. I'm going to have to go and look downstairs for that. Which I maybe should have done before trying this, but oh well. 30 health, 20 stamina, and then see what we can do with the rest. Go up to 120 if I put it up that far. So nativity is definitely the best thing. I have 20 in nativity. Can I actually reduce? No, I can't reduce, that'd be cheating. But that adds a lot more to my legion. See how my physical attack's changing with that. Maybe I should use a technique crank on my weapon instead. That's something I could possibly go and amend. Let's try 20 in technique, a bit in advance. I'll go back and try my weapon technique scaling. As I said, I'm just debating using a different hilt on it anyway. Let's stick at that for now. Yeah, that's giving me a bit more legion to play with. Those Legion magazines weren't quite as good as I thought they were going to be. I thought they were just going to entirely replenish it, which is my fault, because I've never used one before. But anyway, let's advance weapon. So I wonder if I can put... Legion arm. No, not Legion arm. Assemble weapons. So can we put... What's Electric's handle like? Gives us rush smash. Let's put in Electric's head on a longer handle maybe. What we got that's long. And also technique scaling. Curved sword handle might be too short. I need more of a baton. The booster glaive handle perhaps. Damage reduction rate while guarding, pretty good. How was the coil maul near? Well, that's the coil maul near the big hammer. I wonder what its half's like. It's not technique scaling though, it's motivity. Okay, let's try sticking on the booster glaive's handle and see what difference that makes. Right. I think I'm heavy again, unfortunately, so we have to respec again. Let's just have a look at that. I just wonder if that would make me a bit longer. Okay, that feels satisfying.
You're here.
Wrong one. No, handle please. So I'm on a technique scale. My handle. And then we'll go back and try that assembly again. How heavy am I? Can't remember, I'll check now. Slightly heavy again, yeah. We definitely don't want to be slightly heavy. But now I've technique scaled that. We may be onto something. Not P-Organ, wrong one. Reset level. I can afford to do this a few more times if I've messed up. So capacity as high as it needs to be. I think I have about 30 in health. About 20 in vigor. Of course it's technique, not activity we're going for. still light. If this doesn't work... Oh, we just respec back to what we originally were and just try and hammer through like we've done with every boss in the game. I might try and save the Aegis for part 2 and see if I can just guard him through part 1. If I use the perfect guard grinder, we might be able to just get him down really quickly with this weapon combo. Think of it. If I can remember which one the perfect guard one is, because I don't use it very often. That's the one. Purple one. My problem is we've really got to use it in the arena. So it's L1 and grindstone to use. Breathe deep. And in.
You can become a real human.
Let him get a bit
Come
closer.
to me, my son.
No, stop doing it.
I never found the grand other puppets.
Oh, it runs out really fast though.
Memories within you.
Yeah, that's not the answer.
I know I've gone astray. Troublesome little puppet. Your freedom is not for you, but for Carlo.
My stamina's out.
To the lash. You can't find those memories. I'll meet you into a real human mind. After I lost you, my life was full of nothing but regret.
Oh, close.
If only I had
Right, we're getting better at blocking him there at least. In part. I kind of forgot about how guard regen works, to be honest. But I don't want to rely on the perfect block thing. I'm just going to try and tank through. We were staggering him a lot more with this new weapon than, of course, we were with the rapier. So I think we might be able to powerhouse him a bit. If I choose a sensible grindstone, we're going to go with crit. Since I can't use elemental ones with the...
You can become a real human. Come to me, my son.
I'm a bit pinned here. I don't like it. Because I can't really see what he's doing.
I never found you to the grand.
I can't remember how you lock onto enemies in this game either. There it is.
Memories within you. I know you've gone astray. Troublesome little puppet.
I just keep getting greedy.
Your freedom is not for you, but for Carlo. No fire to resort to the lash, but there's no other way.
Just keep getting greedy with that last shot. I'll stop doing that.
If you can't find those memories, I'll make you into a real human myself.
Okay, when he holds the sword like that, he gets pokier. Right, at least we can have a look at phase 2 now. Which I think is going to be a much more aegisable phase.
You're just a puppet. Nothing more.
Me on the ropes a bit. Should got something I could use to sharpen my weapon. Yeah. I need something I can use to sharpen my weapon faster. My durability was going down too quick there. But that felt easier this time. That felt doable. And I worked out a few things, which was nice. Right, I can't remember what restores weapon durability, unfortunately. They're things I haven't bothered with in the game, but I know they are items. So, what was the durability one? No, I'm looking at the wrong thing. There is something that restores. Instantly repairs weapon durability, the urgent repair tool. Okay, so that's what we need on the cast bar. I'm going to put that first. Then we'll put the Legion Coil, and then in case of emergency having to lob things at people, the shot put. Because I definitely don't have time to weapon durability up in the second phase of that fight. Did I pick up my souls? Yes, I did.
You can become a real human. Come to me, my son.
Is that what we look on?
Grand Covenant like the other puppets because of Carlo's memories within you. You have gone astray. You're in trouble. Not for you, but Carlo.
Yeah, I got a bit greedy there. Oh, I got one of those then. That was nice. That was insanely lucky. So hugging him seemed to be working best in this phase.
How dare you? You're just a puppet. Nothing more.
Yeah, not being in front of that's an idea too. Let's not focus on hitting him good.
Maybe this is what real freedom is. Thank you, God.
Yeah, the insect warned me that he'd do a big explosion after that. Oh, my weapon's broken, isn't it? Am I not doing any damage? Shit. I forgot that durability. I'm failing. Durability thing not work? Oh, do I have to hold it? It's just not restoring durability for some reason. Maybe I've misunderstood something. In which case, I have to use that. I don't even get a chance to. Oh, I can block that attack. I'm not going to make it, but we got into half health. We know it's doable, I just have to kind of figure out durability by the look of it. Because I'm really not sure how that works. It doesn't work the way I thought it did. I thought Vignini's repair tool was supposed to automatically repair my weapon, but I might have misunderstood as it's not something I've had to use so far in the game. Let's have a look at what it says on its... Immediately restores weapon durability. I just have to Google that quickly. Okay, people online complaining that the Vignini repair tool doesn't really work. That doesn't help me. Alright, so weapon durability is going to be a problem. Let's go back and look at my options, because that might change some things with how I stat my P organ if my weapons are going to just break during this fight. Because I think we're definitely getting there. If the weapon hadn't broken, we would have had a good shot. Because he's not actually that hard to strafe and block compared with some of the other bosses in the game. And with my guard regen, we were largely healing ourselves as we were blocking, which was nice. I just can't afford my weapon breaking on me. Which is not something I've really had a problem with so far in the game. Okay, let's look at respeccing the P organ then. Looking at weapon degradation as well. Let's go. Beating these games is a delicate balance. Where's the pulse cell? Pulse cell. Okay, so we're looking at weapon degradation ones as well. I suppose that's the other option. Equipping a second weapon that I can switch to. I don't really want to do that, but if needs must. Because that'll just increase my weight again. actually might be kind of handy, to be honest. I'm not sure if it will work on a boss, but hey, it's worth a shot. I'm not going to get more than one use of the special grindstone in that fight, if we're honest. Okay, let's try that. Oh, of course, I can't test it in here. Get my weapon out. But hopefully that'll just make my weapon faster to charge up, given that Vignini repair tool appears to be worthless. The internet just seems baffled by its existence, which is never comforting. But let's put the Legion repair cells, as much as I was forgetting to use them, back on there. I can't even see them now. There they are. Okay, I've only got one grindstone, but I didn't think I'd have time to charge in that second phase anyway. It's kind of weird to get used to charging in battle, just on the basis of I never had to do it before, so I'm not used to it. But we were doing better. It's feeling right, it's feeling doable. Admittedly, I could hardly see through my headache last time, but it feels like I'm doing better than I was.
You can become a real human. Come to me, my son.
Oh, fuck's sake! And that was the Final Fantasy attack button in action again. Oh, I've messed up already this time. It's okay.
Because of Carlo's memories within you.
I actually find the second phase easier to lock. I'm struggling with this phase. So that was one.
I know you have become astray. Troublesome little puppet. Freedom is not for you, but Carl.
You see how fast durability is going down.
No father wants to resort to the lash, but there's no...
So my thought is at the start of this phase, I will just quickly sharpen
You're
up.
just a puppet. Nothing more.
Which didn't work terribly well. Oh, I'm failing this time. That's the rhythm I want.
Oh, I forgot to introduce myself. I am the workshop leader.
Right. Let's get back into the swing of things. That's kind of be aggressive, but not too aggressive. Alright, I think we can dodge around that one if we're close enough to him. With a bit of timing, we can definitely dodge these.
So long.
I was off kilter from the start of that one though. Just got to get back into that rhythm. The perfect blocky rhythm. Hope I didn't take some really useful skill off while I was messing around before.
You can become a real human. Come to me, my son. I never bound you to the Grand Covenant like the other puppets because of Carlo's memories within you.
I'm not sure if I missed one of my guard regen sort of ones. Oh. I don't seem to have as good guard regen as I did the first time.
So
Hell. What have I done wrong? What have I taken off my cast bar that I should have had? I'm really not sure. We'll give him one more go and then might just have a quick look at the P-Hawkin again. To make sure I didn't just de-equip something really vital.
you can become a real human. Come to me, my son. I never bound you to the Grand Covenant like the other puppets because of Carlo's memories within you. I know you have gone astray. You trouble somebody's puppet. Your freedom is not for you, but for Carlo. No father wants to resort to the lash, but there's no other. How dare you? You're just a puppet. Nothing more.
Nope, mistimed it. concentrate anymore. Miss that. Why am I keeping missing him? Fuck. Now I might be in trouble. Yep, might be in a lot of trouble. Oh, he just didn't block that. Shit. So he just doesn't block everything. I thought it was being clever. But it's going better. If we can get him to half health, we can figure out how to get him all the way down. And I do think, actually, as nasty as that second phase is, I think he's a lot easier to deal with. He's a lot easier to block than the first phase. It's just giving myself the windows to sharpen my weapon.
You can become a real human. Come to me, my son. I never bound you to the Grand Covenant like the other puppets because of Carlo's memories within you. I know you had gone astray. You made trouble from the puppet. Your freedom is not for you, Carlo.
He got healed as well.
No fire. Born to the lash. But there's no way. If I can't find those memories, I'll make you a real human myself. Lost you. My life was full of nothing but... How dare you? You're just a puppet. Nothing more.
Yeah, he's incredibly Lady Maria. Sister Freed from Dark Souls is the other one he makes me think of. Yep.
So, bring him back.
I can get him to half health and that's about it, unfortunately. I do think I've taken something off my cast bar that stops me staggering, unfortunately. Because he seems to be staggering me a lot more than he was doing before. I'll give it one more try and then I'm going to go back and look at the P-Org and try and figure out what I've taken off it again. I should really do this before I enter the arena as well.
Come to me, my son. Grand Covenant like the other puppets because of
See, just
Carlos.
all his moves are staggering me now, which they didn't do in the first run.
I know this has gone astray. Troublesome puppet. Your freedom is not for you, but for Carlo. No fun to respond to the lash, but there's no other way. If you can't find those memories, I'll make you into a real human myself. How dare you? You're
Still not
just
good.
a
We've really got to get to this stage with most of our health drinks. Oh god! Right, that's something new. And deeply upsetting. Yeah. Right, whatever is causing me to stagger, I just need to go and check to see if it's something I haven't taken off the P organ. Because that staggering is getting me killed. I don't have the stamina anymore just to dodge through. So yeah, thanks people of Reddit, this is not as easy as it was made out. Or I'm just not as good. One or the other, but I like to think that maybe people may have told small fibs about how easy this boss is. With a tank build, the only thing that's at an advantage is he can't kill me in one hit anymore. Which is nice. Right, one last look at the P organ. I have taken something vital off that cast bar. Hi, fruit tree. Yes, I would like to reset my P organ for the 87th time. So, guard regain. Yeah, I know. Pulse organ first. being a bit more strategic with them. Really anything I want. Perfect. That's what I wanted, so I could get the guard regain on that one. Stick one in anything random. You'll do. So I can have the other guard recovery one. Oh, no, I'm out of quartz. Never mind. At least we got that other guard recovery at the bottom. And we've got all 10 things still. And I can still run. And hopefully that will be enough now. With all the things that restore health on guard. Oh, I never put the heavy duty ring back on. That probably helped last time as well. The iron wall I think we were wearing. Make sure I'm not heavy or anything. No, don't appear to be. Good. Good, good. And once more into the breach, dear friends. Though this time I'm going to charge up my weapon before I go in. Since we only get that one charge out of it anyway now. And to be fair, there's no way I can stop to charge a weapon in that second phase anyway. It takes too long. The only time I get it in would be if I manage to stagger him. And that's it as and when. Okay. So, weapon up and in.
You can become a real human. Come to me, my son.
Okay, failing already.
Never bound you to the Grand Covenant like the other puppets because of Carlo's memories within you. I knew you had got us.
Hi Daly, how are you doing? Gotta admit, I'm finding the second phase easier than this one at the moment, to be honest. This guy is really, really hard to predict. As you can see, I respect as a tank, but it's still not going terribly well.
Resort to the lash, but there's no other way.
And that would help plant mist.
If you can't find it, I'll make you a real human myself.
Might do it. Oh, come on! Or not. Oh, really? Really, you heal now?
If only I had time on you. If only I had written the favorite book.
Yeah, we've almost got there with the second phase a couple of times now, Daily, but that first one's just wiping me out. Oh, and I've left this too long. Yeah.
Now, I'll turn you into a real.
Does he though? The attacks, I just cannot get the block timing down in the first phase. The second phase, if I get close enough to him, just then as I come through the door, I've been getting perfect blocks down on him quite easily. He's not been too horrendous. But this guy here is the one that's giving me jip.
You can become a real human. Come to me, my son. I never bound you to the Grand Covenant like the other puppets because of Carlo's memories within you. I knew you had gone astray. Troublesome little puppet. Freedom is not for you, but for Carlo. No father wants to resort to the lash, but there's no other way. You can't find those memories. I'll make you a real human myself. I lost you. My life was full of nothing but regret.
See, I'm really, as you can see, struggling with phase one. That's the one that's getting me.
How dare you? You're just a puppet. Nothing more.
Wasn't ready for that. No, now I'm off kilter again. There it is.
I forgot to mention you. I am here to worship you.
There's
Now since I've respec'd, it just seems to be getting worse. Nope. Oh, yep.
You're someone who doesn't give up. Who knows?
The internet may have slightly made up the efficiency of Aegis there, because it just doesn't seem to do anything. I did hear there used to be a glitch where you could just hold down Aegis and he'd just perfect block every time. But I think they patched that out a while ago.
You can
Still,
become a
why not
real
experiment?
human.
I forgot to charge my weapon, but never mind.
Come to me, my son.
See, we're still taking damage through Aegis, so...
I never bound you to the Grand Covenant like the other puppets because of Carlos.
Yeah, I don't understand the purpose of Aegis if it doesn't actually block, to be honest. I'm using it wrong.
I know you had gone astray. You troublesome little puppet.
Right, we've actually got worse for a couple of phases. Let's go back to basics. Try what we know. I might try the durability grinder, if I can find it. Because then at least we can start with a bit more durability. So that's where we're struggling.
Become a real human. Come to me, my son. I never bound you to the Grand Covenant like the other puppets because of Carlo's memories within you. I know you are you troublesome little puppet. Freedom is not for you, but Carlo. To resort to the lash. There is no other way. If you can't find those memories, I'll make you into a real human myself. How dare you? You're just a puppet. Nothing more.
Oh, that was the wrong button. Back out.
You're someone who doesn't give up. Who knows?
Nope.
No.
We're getting there though. Yeah, Reddit kind of misled me for it, to be honest. They said that you could block all of his attacks with Aegis, and apparently it used to be a lot easier still to block it with Aegis because there was some kind of bug, but that got patched out. But Reddit still swore by the Aegis, which just doesn't seem to block anything for Toffee. I think technically speaking I could possibly take the Aegis off and respec into attack a bit better, which I might do shortly.
I never bound you to the Grand Covenant like the other puppets because of Carlo's memories within you. I knew you had gone astray. Troublesome puppet.
Yeah, I knew you'd kill yourself there.
Freedom is not for you, for Carlo. My father wants to resort to the lash, but there's no other way. How dare you? You're just a puppet.
Oh no, that was the wrong button. No! Okay, we're getting better at dodging that one at least. But not that one. Oh, come on. Oh, and that wasn't dodged. Curse you, Final Fantasy. I've been playing Final Fantasy over the holidays, which has a completely different dodge system. Which is now messing me up royally. Oh, I shouldn't have healed there. Fuck. Fuck. Oh no, that was a mistake. Fuck. Just want to stagger you. What? So I can do that. Oh, not again.
As much as I can, of course. Save the crowd.
Right, what's that about Aegis? The whole block. Yeah, I heard that's what they've actually patched out daily, is that you can't stagger with the Aegis anymore. I don't know if it's true or not. I suppose we can give it a go. But that's how people used to stun lock this boss, apparently.
You can become a real human. Come to me, my
Let's give it a go in here. Oh, that fucking Final Fantasy!
Like the other puppets, because of Carlo's memory.
Yeah, see, we're doing a better job, actually, just parrying him normally.
troublesome little puppet.
Oh, fucking Final Fantasy! Oh, this is not going to be a victory this time. Keep going back into Final Fantasy mode.
It's not for you.
Shouldn't have really played two big games at the same time.
No father to resort to the lash, but there's no way. If you can't find those memories, I'll make you reveal myself.
That wasn't
How
horrendous,
dare
but could have been better.
You're just a puppet. Nothing more.
God, already? I walked into that. Oh, that was mean. Got you that time though. Oh, got him! Ha ha! Ve Victis!
Were you going to destroy Carlos' heart? Sorry.
good to see you.
Okay, for anyone keeping tabs on trophies, if you're interested in that sort of thing, there was one for the Nameless Puppet and one for the ending. That ending was called Rise of P, according to the trophies anyway. I'm not going to skip the credits, I'm just going to let them roll, just on that risk of, in case you skip anything after the credits, but we'll let them roll through. But yeah, that's definitely the hardest boss, that Nameless Puppet. Even respecking as a tank. Oh, Daly says that's the best ending we got, so yay, good for us. I guess nobody except Geppetto died, and we don't care about Geppetto. But yeah. Phew, we'll just let the credits roll out and see if there's anything endgamey. Because, sometimes New Game Plus in these ones starts by default, and sometimes you can do a bit of poking around first. Oh yeah, I heard this was getting DLC. I heard they were working on both DLC and a sequel. Though I've heard various rumours that the sequel might not be Pinocchio. There was a rumour bouncing around on Reddit that it might be a Wizard of Oz themed game, which is kind of interesting. Be interesting to see where they go. I really like this one on the whole, just to kind of rank it up there with the other goods ones. This is probably the best Souls-like I've played. And it's certainly the one that's most like Bloodborne. I'll give props to Steel Rising, that's also Bloodborne-esque, but this one just really did play a lot like Bloodborne. I'm certainly gonna put it up there with the best of From Software's. It was easily as good as the Dark Souls series. I still think Bloodborne's my favourite game of this type. You can't beat Bloodborne. But yeah, I enjoyed that a lot more than Sekiro and Nioh and all those sort of ones. I was a bit worried before I started. Some people online were comparing it to Sekiro, but saying it's way harder. I disagree. It depends on your playstyle, of course, but for me, Sekiro has been the hardest of these games I've played. For my full embarrassing story, I fought the last 3 bosses of Sekiro, which is, I think, Father Owl, the Demon of Hatred, and Ishin. I pretty much did them all back to back, and I tore a ligament in my hand doing so that took absolutely months to heal. So yeah, that's how bad I am. Oh, what's Daly saying on the chat? Let's have a look. Oh, apparently the P organ can rank up to level 6 and 7 if I play through the game twice more. Yeah, actually, because this game's got different endings, I am tempted to replay. I will give it a bit of a break first, because I've got quite a lot of other things on my to play pile, but this is definitely one I'm thinking of revisiting in the future, just to see the other 2 endings. For the record, when Daly told me last week I was locked in, I did look up the other 2 endings. Apparently there's one that's very similar to this one, but if I'd lied less, and there is a bad ending where if I'd just given up my heart to Geppetto and not fought the final boss as well, which I can see how that would have been the bad ending. So yeah, there's definitely things to aim for in future playthroughs. It's nice to know I wouldn't have to fight the Nameless Puppet on a future playthrough if I want to see the bad ending too. But yeah, just while the credits are rolling, I haven't played an indie game for a while, so I had one that I downloaded during the Black Friday event called Goodbye Volcano High, which I think is fairly short. It's apparently a visual novel crossed with a rhythm game. So I'm planning to play that next. As it's short, I think it'll only take maybe 2 or 3 sessions, just to give my poor thumbs a break, especially as I'm kind of playing Final Fantasy XVI on the side at the moment. After that, I have the most recent Yakuza game that I definitely want to give a try. I have Nioh 2 that I've had on my play pile since last Christmas that I still haven't got to, in part because I hate Nioh with a vengeance, but I've heard 2's a lot better, so I'm curious. And for Christmas I got Wolong Fallen Dynasty, which I've heard is like Nioh but easier, which certainly appeals to my hating Nioh. So, yeah. I'm going to be playing that in the coming months, weeks or months as well, depending on long. I'm thinking maybe Yakuza first, just because it's a bit different. It's the most recent Yakuza as well. I've never played one before, but the Yakuza games I've always been kind of curious about, but as the most recent one is supposed to be kind of an RPG, even more so because that's really my genre. Oh, Daly said there is an after-credit scene, so yep, just all bear with us. We'll be getting there shortly. Oh, is it any good, Daly? Sorry, Daly's just commented he's playing Wolong at the moment. Yeah, I picked it up with my Christmas money yesterday. I was really glad to see that in the second-hand store. So I could afford it. Yeah, I bought that Wild Hearts. Oh, it's good. Oh, good to hear it. Yeah, I was a bit wary because, as I've said before, I really did not get on with Nioh. I found it really difficult. It's probably the hardest one of these I've played other than Sekiro, as previously mentioned. But the internet said that Wolong's been streamlined a lot and is a lot more playable, so that's good. I'll just take it not having the stance switching more than anything. I did beat Nioh, for the record. I haven't done its DLC yet, but I beat the original game of Nioh, but it took me flipping months. But that's in part because it was before I had this stream, so I didn't have the impetus to play every week. And I did kind of leave it for massive sways while I was playing Persona 5 on my Switch. And just kept coming back to it. Oh god, some of the bosses in that game. But yeah, we'll definitely get to Wolong. As I said, I can't actually remember the name of the most recent Yakuza game off the top of my head. But I think, again, I got it Black Friday and I've just been holding on to it. So that'll be the next big game we play after Goodbye Volcano High. I just need to split these bigger games up with little kind of restful ones just to give me a breather. I'm way too old to just play back-to-back Souls-like. I made that mistake when I first got into Dark Souls and just exhausted myself. But yeah, for other Souls recommendations, Dark Souls 3 obviously is great. Bloodborne's my favourite one. I'd solely recommend that. I did enjoy Steel Rising. It's a lot easier than most of the other ones on the list, and it's very story heavy. But it's also kind of surprisingly accurately rooted in the French Revolution, so it's kind of historically interesting too. That one's good. Oh, and of course Elden Ring. Goes without saying. I did think my only problem with Elden Ring is there are too many bosses that are just kind of reskins. You've seen one kind of Erd Tree Guardian, you've seen them all. But the spectacle bosses in Elden Ring are absolutely second to none. I mean, Malekith the Black Blade is one of my favourite boss fights ever. It's just so fast, so satisfying. Ah, yeah, Daly agrees. Yeah, Steel Rising is good fun. It's kind of nice for easing you in as well, because I didn't play on it myself, but it does have like an easy difficulty, which I've not seen in any other Souls-like, which is kind of nice for newcomers. I didn't play the easy difficulty because you can't get trophies when you're on it, but yeah, I'm glad it's there.
I have a final report on the Krot experiment.
You certainly took your time, Paracelsus. Your findings?
I think we have a new brother. A new type of humanity, so to speak.
There are many forms of eternal life.
It's intriguing, and worth further observation.
Noted. And we'll have to get his arm back anyway.
I'm counting on it. Expect another report at the next meeting. Paracelsus returning. Ah, and when I return, I will find her. For sure. Another key of ours. Dorothy.
Yeah. Well, I understand why people think the sequel is going to be Wizard of Oz. Okay, what we got here? If you start the next playthrough, you won't be able to continue the current playthrough. Do you wish to continue? The items below will not be inherited. Collectible. Can't even speak this afternoon. Collectibles except records. Craft supply box in the Vignini collection. Oh, Daly says there's stuff in Geppetto's room. So, do you wish to continue? No. Let's go and look in Geppetto's room. I imagine this is like Souls and I can just start a new playthrough from any bonfire. It might be an idea to keep a save file intact for this for any future DLC though. Okay, here we go. Let's see if we got any new records out of all that. Oh, looks like we played all those. Oh, Shadow Flower. I think that might have been the one that Sophia gave me. Right, let's go have a look around then. See if there's anything else lurking.
Welcome, child.
Oh, glowing! The piano's glowing! Everybody on! Oh, that was a trophy. That one's called Pianist of Krat.
Oh, did I scare you?
Yes.
It's me, Hugo. This whole thing has inspired me. I'm going to try to be the Aladoro of a new generation. I will also keep looking for the relic's true owner. Check in with me anytime. A great weapon calls for a great... Sorry, no, pronouncements aren't my thing. As always, prove that you're worthy.
Right. Daly says we can get the Nameless Puppet's weapon. There it is. But what's his thing like? Immunity to all attribute status ailment. So that's flipping good as well. What's your weapon like? I kind of want the weapon, but that ring is super good. Oh, the weapon wins. The Proof of Humanity. Good weapon name. Let's get a slightly less annoying song on. It's a bit better. Might as well spend my souls and stuff, I guess, as well. See if I've got any Legion arms left.
This great disaster. We are all in pain. We're all hurting. But now it's time to begin healing. I will do everything I can to help. Together, compagno, I think we really can make Krat, if not the entire world, a better place. You're always welcome here.
Daly says I can go and beat the Nameless Puppet again to get the amulet. Yeah, I think once is enough. Maybe in a future playthrough we'll go and fight him again.
So much.
I've done it, that's
Feels
enough
like
for me.
There's hope. It's all because of you. So thank you. I just want safety for everyone. That's why I should make sure you're well.
I do kind of want to try that in a future playthrough. The pizza cutter looks fun.
Welcome to Hotel.
Oh yeah, that's where we can restart from. That's good to know. No, I don't want to teleport, I want to level up. Let's use the last to put some points into a weapon.
I just want safe. That's why I should.
Okay, then sexy electric chainsaw. So we can give you a go next time. Yeah, I read the level caps in this game are around level 60, so I imagine you can get them up pretty far. Let's go and see about that letter in Geppetto's room. Might nip and just talk to the alchemist too. I think he's the only one missing. There we go. Okay. The Blue Butterfly's letter. Thank you for giving me a new life. The fact that an ergo puppet can have a second life and become another kind of human requires more time for people to find out about it. Until then, I won't return to the hotel, but I plan to stay at this place. The cart disaster has stopped. Still, there is the aftermath of the petrification disease in the puppets. Please heal the wounds for the people. You're the reason we have our freedom. Thank you so much. I'm grateful you freed me from my puppet strings. That earned a trophy for the Blue Fairy story. Ah, it goes all the way up to 100, does it? Okay, that's the only letter we got in here, I think. Let's go and see if there's anything else we can nosy at. I think there's a few trophies I haven't got, but they might just be choices I didn't get. I know I missed one NPC because I was told about it online. In the, oh, I forget what it's called. The Grand Exhibition. There was an NPC I completely missed. In fact, we did hear her when we were climbing. But it was one of those where if I didn't interact with her before the boss of the area, she died. And unfortunately I didn't know that. Oh, he's left me a letter too. The Letter of the Eternal. I had a good time. It's amazing to see a new brother being born. I hope to meet you again sometime at the Eternal Line of Time, PP. Ah, so was our little guy here, the Paracelsus? Should possibly pay more attention to them throughout the game. I barely used it. But anyway, I'm guessing that's everything. Yeah, Daly, I agree with you. This has been absolutely top tier for a Souls-like. I've really enjoyed playing it on the whole, and there's been no bit of it I found overly frustrating, which is kind of nice. But yeah, I guess that's everything for this game then, or at least for this playthrough. As I said, it is one I do want to revisit in the future. Ditto Bloodborne, because I've never actually replayed Bloodborne since I first beat it. But they're future ideas, and we're certainly going to do Nioh 2 and Wolong before we revisit any of these. But anyhow, I guess that's it for both today and for this playthrough of Lies of P. So thank you, especially Info Daily and Laura, for bearing with me while I've been doing this. I've had a blast. It's a great game and I definitely recommend it. We will be returning as always on Monday. That's Monday at 8 PM GMT. This channel airs live Mondays and Wednesdays at 8 PM GMT and Saturdays at 5 PM GMT. Our next game is going to be Goodbye Volcano High, which I hope is as good as the reviews say. I don't think that's going to take many playthroughs, and after that we're moving on to Yakuza. That's the most recent Yakuza on PlayStation 5. I apologise, I can't quite remember its subtitle. It's something like a Boss, but we'll get to that shortly. If you would like to reach me between these streams, you can get me on Twitter, where my name is also AdverseCamber42. I also have a YouTube channel, same name. All of these streams are uploaded onto there, usually within a day or two of me doing them, as well as I've been cutting out the bosses for Lies of P, so you can look at them there. Info's just confirmed it is Yakuza Like a Dragon we'll be moving on to. But yeah, so if you have missed anything, or if you want to replay my very expletive-filled boss victories, do check out the YouTube. I'm also one half of Things Are Getting Strange and X-Files Rewatch Podcast. We post one podcast a week. It's on a Thursday at 8 PM GMT, wherever you get your podcasts. We're rewatching old episodes of the X-Files to see how they hold up. We're looking at 2 episodes a week, and we are currently at the end of season 5. We took a break over Christmas, but our next episode will be this coming Thursday, where we'll be looking at the episodes Folie à Deux and The End. So that's the 2 X-Files episodes that lead into the movie, so it's quite exciting. Do check us out if you're by any way interested. That's it for today. Thanks once again for bearing with me. Hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I'll see you on Monday for our new game. Ta-ra!